Can I help you?
Yes, actually. I have a small favor to ask.
You don't look like you need money from me.
I'll get straight to the point. I have bad news for you. I know about the decadent parties at the palace. I know that you take part in them.
What? But what are you talking about?
Stop acting all innocent. I have all the evidence I need to incriminate you. Although your reputation isn't spotless, there are others who have a lot more at stake than you. What if I were to spread it around town that you boast about being there? You know what happens when tongues wag too much.
That's enough. All right, I get the message. What do you want?
It would appear that you know the Mother Cardinal very well. I know that she borrowed money from you. I even know how much. What I want to know is why.
I have no idea. Do you really think that my clients tell me everything about their lives?
Does she still owe you money?
No, she always pays me back on time, and with interest.
Do you think she's plundering the city funds?
Ha! If that were the case, the funds would have been depleted long ago. Nah, the money's coming from elsewhere.
Tell me about Candy Cane.
We're not close, if that's what you want to know. I just know his name, like everyone else. I mean, there are some rumours. They say he does his business in the basement of the Coin Tavern.
What kind of business?
Oh, nothing to do with my line of business. He deals in arena fights, which would be on me.
I would advise you to keep all of this to yourself.
I don't want any trouble. I will be as silent as a stone.
So, how do you see things, my child?
I think that the usurer is lending money to the Cardinal, and very significant sums at that. With this money, she bets on the arena fights while hiding in a big green coat. And she also gives large amounts to a certain Candy Cane, known for fixing fights.
Not only does our dear Cornelia love betting games, but she also wouldn't think twice about cheating to win.
Maybe he's just giving her advice. How can we prove anything?
We can always try asking him. Who knows? Perhaps he will give us an answer.
Here comes our pay, boys!
This battle to my help, and death to the others! Let's get rid of these bags.
All these brutes,
Death to the others! My beauties!
Good evening. Are you the one they call Candy Cane?
Who are you?
Desade, legate of the merchant congregation.
A legate, no less. I imagine in these cases, the one accompanying you is the famous Petrus.
You seem to be very well informed. Therefore, you might be able to answer my question. What do you know about a woman in a green coat?
Why would I tell you?
We know that you have business with this woman, and that she is actually the Mother Cardinal.
How did you... You would be better off forgetting that.
That's not exactly the response I'd imagined. But nevertheless, seems rather eloquent.
I told you to forget about it, or you'll soon run into trouble. Legate or no legate.
Come on, it was just an innocent little conversation. Goodbye, Mr. Kane.
Bye. And Godspeed.
We have enough information.
Really? Is the fact that she bets on fights that are potentially fixed enough for you?
It's already a huge scandal. Let me just think about it for a little while. I will find a way of putting this information to good use.
I have faith in you, Father. Excuse me, are you Cecilius, the famous healer?
I am a healer only through the grace of the illuminated. What can I do for you, my child?
My cousin, the governor of New Serene, is in dreadful pain.
Well, that's terribly sad. Was he wounded in combat? Was it during the Coin Guards' rebellion?
Alas, no. He is afflicted with the Malachor, and his days are numbered. We're looking for a cure, but...
Now that's a true miracle that you require. And I fear that they're extremely rare in these pagan lands.
Cecilius, my friend. If there's anyone on this island capable of helping the governor, it is you. Have you not been blessed by the illuminated? Is it not your obligation to aid our allies? Without them, who knows what would have happened to our holy city during the plot?
Petrus, you always knew how to weave words to get what you want. Very good. I'll go to New Serene and try to ease the governor's pain. But do not feed on vain hopes. There are trials that we must accept to undertake with humility.
Thousand thanks, Cecilius.
May the illuminated go with you, my child. There is no miracle that he cannot accomplish. I will pray that you find this cure that we need so desperately.
I have not lost hope.
Cecilius is an extraordinary healer. I'm certain he'll be able to at least alleviate Constantine's pain.
If I were in your position, I wouldn't put too much trust in magic, Greenblood. It's often disappointing.
All I'm hoping for is that he will manage to give my cousin some time and some respite while we look for an antidote.
Come closer. Look, Esther. All of our products are a blessing.
you'll find the quintessence of alchemy. The best potions and the most...
To my house!
Here comes our pay,
And
boys!
death to the other! Come and taste my son! Halt! No one enters!
Brutes! Leave me! I will follow you nowhere!
Come now, be reasonable. Our people require the talent of a doctor, and we would prefer to have the best. But an accident is quick in coming. We wouldn't want to have to settle for second best.
I do not know what these brutes want with the doctor, but we cannot let them get away with this.
Well, well. What do you want?
You need to leave the doctor alone.
Is that so? Well, let's see if you can live up to your gigantic mouth.
To my help! And death to the others!
What a terrible mess. What a bunch of idiots. Thank you for your help. I don't know where they wanted to take me, but those brutes had the most detestable manners.
I'm happy to have been of service. Nevertheless, our presence was not a coincidence.
Are you in need of a doctor?
Indeed. My cousin is suffering from the Malachor. I know that there's no cure yet.
But you still hope. Because surrender is unbearable. I know that. I came here because I couldn't bear to watch the sick die any longer. I had hoped to never see a case of this disgusting disease. Yet here you are.
Your experience with the disease might be helpful in treating his symptoms while we...
You hope that a few days can bring you what we couldn't find in years? You are extremely naive. I would like nothing more than to send you looking for help elsewhere. But I cannot refuse you. Not after your intervention back there. You are so helpful, and it is only right that I return the favor. I shall leave immediately for New Serene. I'll do my best to help your cousin with the pain. That's all that I'm in a position to promise.
Thank you, Doctor. I won't ask for anything more.
This woman is the best Alliance doctor on this island. If anyone can cure your cousin, it's her.
If your science could do anything against the Malachor, the disease would have disappeared from the continent a long time ago.
We can only hope that she will manage to alleviate his condition.
At the fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of
land dwellers.
Quest! Get out! Who do you think you are to defoil our ritual? One of those mind shakers, no doubt.
Aiden, it is your duty to assure we are not interrupted.
1,000 pardons, Tien. It is indeed one of those mind shakers.
A mind shaker? Look at him more closely, Aiden. He is an Almanawi. Present yourself and tell me why you interrupt our ceremony.
My name is Desardet. I've come looking for you to ask for your help.
I greet you, Donegad. We are so sorry to have interrupted your ritual. But my friend truly needs your advice.
Don't excuse yourself. Are you the daughter of Bladned? Are you not a Donegad as well?
It is true. But my powers of healing are far less powerful than your own.
Then, how can I help you?
My cousin suffers from a terrible sickness. The Malakor.
I do not know this sickness. But perhaps we call it by a different name.
It turns the blood black and provokes terrible suffering. And alas, it is fatal in all cases.
We've never seen the ailing touched by such a sickness. And I doubt I am able to heal your cousin.
We are looking for a remedy, but urgently need to relieve his pain. Could you slow the progression of the sickness? Keep him from suffering?
In that, I can help you. I know how to make one forget the pain, even the most severely wounded.
But Tiern, with all that is happening now, you cannot leave to visit this ill person.
It is true. My village needs me now. I cannot leave. I must attend them.
What is going on? Perhaps we can help you.
Truly? You?
Do they have a choice, Aiden? They do really seem to have need of me, don't they?
Well then, tell us what we need to do.
The situation has become unbearable. And it all started when these mind shakers began arriving. They wanted to convert everyone and take them to another place. Turn them away from us. And of course, the village folk would not be persuaded. But the mind shakers remained.
And it was also at that time the Tenland started to attack. It is not their way to do as such.
There are many wounded, and recently many have gone missing. We must discover from where these monsters come.
I can try and talk sense into the missionaries, perhaps with the help of Bishop Petrus. As for the attacks of the creatures, I will see what I can do. But I need more information.
Our master hunter, or the families of the Taken, could most likely help you.
Very well. I'll take care of it. Make preparations to accompany us. The days are burning like very thin candles.
Do not worry. If you see to the concerns of my village, I will be most happy to accompany you.
Let's go and see this Master Hunter. He may be able to explain all there is to learn about these attacks. Good day. Are you the Master Hunter?
Beortir to Madrenaxe. I am indeed one and the same person. What do you want of me?
The Denegad, Katasach, spoke to me about the animal attacks. Can you tell me more?
The Ten Lands have been angered. They are very angry. The beasts have always lived here. But they only attack if we tread near their nest. Of late, they attack on sight. There have been many wounded, and some of our young have even disappeared. It may be that the Ten Lands killed them, but it is also possible they followed the missionaries.
What can you tell me about the Ten Lands?
They are normally very peaceful creatures, very calm, but who defend their young with fury. During the attacks, I noticed that they were not all the same. Not all from the same nest.
What do you mean?
That the other beasts don't come from here, but from other places. And that they are coming more and more often.
Were there many victims?
Many wounded. Thanks to the healing powers of the Donegad, they survived. But the attacks happen more and more often. And they come with greater fury. I try to chase them away, to destroy any nests that I found, but still, more of them come. And now our children disappear. The stress alone could kill our village.
Can you tell me who the children are?
A young fisherman and a gatherer. You will find the sister of the woman and the brother of the man in the village.
I will go and see them. I must be going. Good day. I'm the legate of the Congregation of Merchants on this isle. Might I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Our allies from the continent are always welcome among us. What do you want to know?
Have you heard about the Tenlin attacks on the village?
I didn't know those creatures were given that name, but yes, we have heard talk about the attacks. We offered them our help and some comfort in their most difficult hour.
In exchange for some inspiring conversation, I suppose.
Of course. These horrible beasts have most certainly been sent by the demons of this isle. To chase only a few away would be of no use. If they truly desire peace, they must see the light.
You haven't been victim of these attacks?
On occasion, yes. But thanks to the Illuminated, we were able to chase them away with little effort.
Could you tell me what your mission here is?
We must return these lost souls to the light, and guide them so that they might receive the revelation. We have constructed the perfect village, Eden, where they might discover peace. In this protected paradise, they can receive divine teachings and join the illuminated, chosen people.
You seem to assert that the attacks of these Tenlins is somehow linked to the demons on the isle. Whereas these are creatures that the natives have always known. They nest beside them.
These are familiar beasts, but hasn't anyone informed you that their patterns have changed? These creatures have been riled up by the demons of the island, who have come to realize we are near victory. Sending them against these poor people, they maintain them in a state of fear and obedience to their shaman healer. There is only one way to truly make these attacks cease, my child. Convert these people. Defeat these demons.
The Denegat of this village wishes for you to depart. You disturb the tranquility of their village.
And you expect us to obey him? Haven't you understood that he is a servant of the island's demons? To leave would be to abandon the simplistic souls of all those that follow him, ceding victory to the demons. No, my child. We will not leave this place until the light shines over every dwelling.
The Denegat of this village wishes for you to depart. You disturb the tranquility of their village.
And you expect us to obey him? Haven't you understood that he is a servant of the island's demons? To leave would be to abandon the simplistic souls of all those that follow him, ceding victory to the demons. No, my child. We will not leave this place until the light shines over every dwelling.
I must go. We're going to need to find some leverage if we want to force these missionaries to leave. Perhaps searching through their belongings will give us something we can use to put pressure on them. I'm in need of your wisdom again.
I hear you.
I believe I can help you in your fight against the Tenlins. How would you advise me to go about it?
You must destroy their nests. It's sad, but the only way to stop their numbers growing. There are most likely 3 around here. I can point you in the direction to one that I discovered. I would have taken care of it, but my village cannot spare my presence here. I must keep watch. I did not find the 2 others. Some in the village may know where to find them.
And how would I go about destroying the nests?
You must burn them and kill the dominant one, or else they will build again. We see them especially at dawn. After that, we no longer see them. But be careful, Renaxi. The night belongs to the Tenlands. That is when they are most awake. Going out at night is very dangerous.
I thank you for your advice. We shall go and destroy these nests come dawn. Isn't it odd that these creatures who are normally passive have become so aggressive?
Yes. Yes. This has never happened in my lifetime.
What do you know? Speak. Lives are at risk.
I do not speak of things I am not sure of. The Renaigse, like you, do not understand the bond we have with nature.
I must be going. Katasach advised us to speak with the families of those missing. Perhaps they might know where the tenants have built their nests. Good day. I've been sent here by your Denegad. He asked me to help you.
I hope he is right, and that you are not like the Mind Shakers. My sister has gone missing.
It is for that very reason that I'm here. To attempt to find her or to understand what has happened.
Then I will tell you what I know.
Your sister, what does she look like?
She is a very beautiful young woman. Kind and sweet. I miss her so very much.
Is she very careful? Does she know she should be wary of the beasts?
Oh yes, she knows it very well. But she has been star-eyed of late. And the stars make you forget all caution.
Your sister, what does she look like?
She is a very beautiful young woman. Kind and sweet. I miss her so very much.
Is she very careful? Does she know she should be wary of the beasts?
Oh yes, she knows it very well. But she has been star-eyed of late. And the stars make you forget all caution.
Is there anyone in the village that might want to harm her?
No. No, everyone loves her. Maybe a little too much.
Why do you say that?
She is beautiful and young. The Mind Shakers took notice. And the boys of the village did as well.
I must leave now. Good day. My name is Desardet, from the congregation. I've been told that someone dear to you has disappeared.
Yes, my little brother. He left to go fishing, like every day, and he did not return.
Your Denegad asked me to help you. Any information you can give me will be very useful.
This is true. I hope your words to be heartfelt. My insides are twisting in fear that my brother is lost.
Can you describe your brother for me?
He is young, rather tall and strong. The girls find him handsome. He is such a nice boy, but he is wild off the tether, and often his curiosity gets him in trouble.
Can you tell me more precisely when he disappeared, where, and under what circumstances?
It was 2 days past. I saw him leave to go fishing, as he was often to do.
And you cannot remember anything out of the ordinary?
No, he was full of joy, full of life. I am so worried about him.
Did your brother have any enemies?
No, I can't think of anyone who would plant strangleweeds in his garden. Perhaps a youthful rivalry. He didn't get along particularly well with the Master Hunter, but it was nothing serious. Perhaps the missionaries. He did get into a fight with them, but they surely wouldn't have taken him.
It's still a lead. Was he close to anyone?
He has been dreamy and more joyful than usual. Those are the signs of someone stricken with love. But he no longer wants to share secrets with me. He told me that he has grown beyond the shadow of his brother. And the birds in his branches are his.
What do you think most likely happened to him?
He could have come face to face with Tenlands. They've become angry of late. But he knew how to avoid them. He might have had a run-in with the Mindshakers as well. He got into a fight with them a while back. Because of a young girl in our village.
You think the missionaries might have sought vengeance?
I don't know. But he might have went to find them in their village. He bears no good feelings towards them.
I will go and see. Maybe they can tell me more. Could you tell me about the missionaries?
The Mindshakers. They came here to take us to a marvelous village. They said it was a perfect place, where all is shining in light, and where there is no danger.
Their words seem to have been to your liking.
A place full of peace is a dream. Here we must fight to survive, since the Tenlands have grown angry. And now, their stories of light are difficult to imagine. It seems like a beautiful place, though. But my brother fought with them. They gave trouble to a young girl, one of his friends. He told me that these Mindshakers were liars, that they were hurting the more innocent young. I don't really know what to think. If they took them, could you tell them to give them back? There is no fair trade for our children.
This story about the fight compels me to at least ask them some questions. What can you tell us about the Tenlands?
They are beasts that live near water, rivers or coasts. In all our memories, only if you approach their nests do they anger and attack. But lately...
Yes, Katasak told me they attacked the villagers. Could you point me in the direction of their nest?
I know where to find one, but there are certainly more. My brother should not have left the village alone. But for a while now, he does not share my fears for him.
I must be leaving.
Do you have any news? Do you know where my sister is?
Not yet, but I've not given up the search. How long has she been missing?
2 nights have gone by since. She told me that she was going to gather berries. It was early in the day, but she never returned. I called for her from the edge of the village, in vain, and the Tenlands were roaming.
Do you know where she usually goes picking?
Certainly, in the clearing. We find a great many berries there.
What do you think has likely happened?
She might have been attacked by the Tenlands. But it was early, and they come out mostly at night.
You think it might have been something else?
I hope. Even if it is a strange hope. Perhaps she was taken by the Mind Shakers. They were pestering her the other day. They behaved without respect. A boy intervened and chased them off.
But you think that they might have captured her when she was outside of the village? That merits inspection. Tell me about the Tenlands, about their attacks.
Before, I only very rarely came across the beasts. We knew their nesting grounds and kept clear of them. But now they are everywhere and they attack everyone. They've even been known to come as close as the clearing where we pick berries. Very far from their favorite grounds.
Do you know how to fight them?
No, I am not a fighter. If you want such advice, ask the Master Hunter.
Very well. I will go and investigate this clearing. Perhaps they built a nest nearby.
It is possible, because before there was never one near there.
Could you tell me anything about the missionaries?
They are monosynaig. They think that they can take anything they desire.
What do you mean?
They came to our beautiful village. They wanted to take away our young people. Many heard their words and left. We never saw them again. But I saw how they treated my sister. I believe that they take the young to serve them. They wanted to take my sister like that, as if she were a tool. And if it were not for the young fisherman...
The one who's also missing?
Yes. He was very brave. I hope they didn't hurt her to avenge their pride.
I'm going to have to go and speak with them. Was your sister fond of a young fisherman who also disappeared by any chance?
They have known each other since they were little. Like all the children of the village, they have always been friends.
Only friends?
Yes. He defended her when the Mind Shakers wanted to take her. But she is promised to another.
I couldn't care less about her reputation. An engagement can be broken. If you know anything at all...
I have told you all I know. My sister is certainly wounded somewhere, or taken by the Mind Shakers.
Very well. Time to get on with my investigations. Forgive me for insisting, but I'm sure that you have left something out.
You are mistaken. You should start looking for her rather than harassing me with questions.
Very well. Time to get on with my investigations. I must leave now. We are near water, in the area the fisherman's brother mentioned. A nest must be close to here. Out at dawn. I should come back later. It is dawn, the ideal moment. I must kill the dominant before destroying basket full of berries and a trap full of fish. All of it scattered and half-eaten by beasts. Our two lost souls were here together. They must have been attacked, or they wouldn't have left these behind. Let's search the area. Maybe we can find their trail. That cavern seems home to some creatures. Let's be wary. It could very well be the lair of that great tenland the hunter spoke of. 3 corpses. One is older than the others. Judging by his clothing, he was a missionary. The 2 others are more recent. A man and a woman. Our missing couple, no doubt. They were dragged here, devoured alive. I cannot believe that these missionaries used such a ruse to achieve their goals. 2 youths died because of them.
Now you understand why some of us fight against the Renaigse. Their words are always sweet, but all they bring is death.
Let's return to the village. Their families need to be informed.